Alright, y'all. So what we doing today is we're gonna go down the old way. We're gonna hit basically part of where we grew up. Me and you talking to our mirror. My mom's old job, Rainbow Learning Center, is on 57th Street, 57th off line. And we're gonna go, check out the old stomping grounds, as well as show y'all where it all started with me and Nikki, where she grew up, where she lived. And we're gonna check out some things. I'm gonna tell you a few stories, so stay tuned. All right, so we just pulled up to our old block. We grew up here in Southwest on Windsor Avenue. Our neighbor's grandmother is sitting out on the steps, so we about to go surprise her. Let's go. How are you? I'm fine. How are you? I'm great. Do you remember me? No?
I'm trying to. Kevin Smith.
Where's Chris?
Chris in the house.
It's Antoine.
Antoine.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Look at you. Oh my goodness.
How you doing?
Oh, it's so good to see you.
Likewise. I'm doing a docu-film, so I'm paying my respects to where I grew up.
You don't want to film that house?
Oh, no. I saw you on the stuff. I said, perfect. She's outside. Yeah, Chris is around?
Yeah, let me go get him.
Is any of your daughters around?
No, Janetta just left to go to work.
She did?
Have a seat. We get this way.
Okay, I'll be right here.
Some guys are doing some work for me in the living room.
All right.
Okay, we get Chris for you.
Yeah, we right here in the shade.
Hey, man. How you doing?
How you been, man?
Damn.
Guy.
How you doing?
All right.
What's up, baby?
How you been,
How
dude?
you, boy? You been good?
Yeah,
alright.
look
Good,
at
good,
you.
good. Looking
Everything
good, man.
Things are at the moment.
My man.
Damn, it's been so long,
I
man.
know y'all.
Yeah, man,
How
we
you
had to come
doing?
by, man.
You look like Tiara's son.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's her face too. I know that's her son.
Twin. So what you been up to?
Really not much. Just
Yeah.
working, doing my thing.
As you should.
Yeah.
As you should. The family, everybody good.
Everyone's alright.
Man, your grandma shocked me sitting outside like this. I'm working on a project, whatever, and I had to come back and just show love to everybody. You know what I mean? This is where we started at.
Gosh.
Playing out in the yard, in your basement,
Yeah.
with
You
your
know that.
toys. You know what I mean? Had the big wheel, all that. Yo,
man.
climbing gates, catching lightning bugs. Man, we did it all, man. Damn. This is one of my first best friends, man. We started out like 3-4 years old. My man Chris, you know what I mean? Still going. Man, we did it all. Riding bikes, catching lightning bugs, climbing the gates, running through the mud, handball, kickball, curveball, king ball, baseball, football, tag, hide and go seek, wrestling, you name it, we did it. Man, we came up with all types of games, man, and that was when kids still had their childhood. We wasn't consumed by electronics. But a true friend, man, and those type of relationships and bonds never die. So y'all show your love for my man, Chris. Yo, what's up, man? You owe me some money, bro. What's up, man? How you? How you doing?
What's going on with
what's
you,
up with
man?
you,
Ain't
man?
nothing, man.
Yeah, you still look the same, bro.
Ali.
What's up, man?
I'ma just say this, cuz I love you dearly, but what the hell are you doing? Got that camera going every which way, all over the place. Damn, got me dizzy. Got me dizzy out this thing, man. Funny as hell.
You good?
What's up with Shot?
Shot chilling. Shot chilling,
How
yeah.
you doing, everybody?
My mom passed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she passed in 2012. But yeah, everybody else good, man. Good to see you, homie. You look good, homie.
Damn.
good,
That's
baby.
your youngster?
Good. Nah. That young boy just was walking up the street.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Y'all getting into
Yeah,
it?
man, I'm filming a documentary series, man.
Yeah.
I'm coming back right off start.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shit. You get did like the block and all that?
I just got it.
Yeah.
We just ran it about 20 minutes. Yeah, ironically enough, Chris' grandma was sitting on the step.
Right.
You know, it was all
Yeah, we seen you walking up. She was like, I know y'all know them.
Yeah, I just asked about you. I asked about Andre and Monica.
I talked to Dre.
How you doing?
He's good. He working. He roofer now. He working out in New York right now, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell him I said what's up.
I definitely
I know
will.
Rodney's on his thing.
Rodney, he just was home, but he about to go out Brazil. I think he in Miami right now, though.
Oh, okay. I just
Yeah,
he's
God
on his
damn.
thing, man. All right. We had another one of my old friends' house. My man Rodney Green. Shout out to you, Rodney. You know what I mean? Doing your thing. Man, we used to play ball back in the day. Mom, they live right here. In the back, we had a portable court. We used to hoop in the driveway on this court. Had dunk contests, 3-point contests. Then we used to go in the back of our driveway. We had a crate on the garage of the burnt down house. We used to hoop over there too. But I just want to give a special shout out to my man Rodney. He over there playing ball overseas, doing his thing, man. Keep doing your thing, man. Holding it down. Proud of you. Much love. You know what I'm saying? All right. So we're here in Shaw Middle School schoolyard. There used to be basketball courts right here. Now, let me preface you something right quick. People like, yo, where you from? I claim West Philly, but in actuality, it's both. I claim both because I grew up on 55th and Windsor, but I went to Sayre. Went to Barry and Sayre in West Philly, which Shaw was right around the corner. We moved from around Southwest in 98, 99. Me going into my high school year, my 9th freshman year of high school, we moved over to the north side. I lived around the corner from Overbrook, but went to West. So basically, we transitioned in between Southwest and West Philly. So this is why we're here, because I used to frequent this schoolyard when the courts was up. We used to run fools, play rough house, climb on the gates, ride our bikes up in here. It was full of glass and rocks and everything else. But we gotta come back, you know what I mean? Pay respect, show you love, because this is where it all started. Literally, where it all started.
Having Antoine wasn't easy. I had problems with my pregnancy. I never went to full 9 months. I developed toxemia in my 7th month, in which I had to deliver him. He had to be delivered early. I had good doctors in Pennsylvania Hospital. So I had him at 7 months. He was a preemie, and he fought. He was only 3 pounds, and just to go down there and to see my baby with tubes on his head, it was rough on me. And being a single parent, and by the grace of God, we survived.
Listening to her tell that story is just it's deep, because it just further confirms that I have a purpose to be here. You know, it put a lot of things into perspective for me, because I almost didn't make it. You know, God kept me for a reason. I'm thankful. I'm so glad that He did, because that would have sucked if I would have checked out, you know, a few hours after getting cut out her womb. But oh man, God, thank you. That's all I can say is thank you, man. Thank you for keeping me. Thank you for allowing me to be here for 37 years to be able to shine my light and tell my story and spread my love to the world. And man, Lord, I just thank you. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Thank you for allowing me to have the strength and the will to live. The will to live and survive. Man, oh man, thank you. I'm just thankful. Deep.
Antoine was like my 4th child. He's been with me, lived with me since he was, 5 years old. We grew up on Windsor Avenue. He lived with me from Windsor Avenue till I moved to my new home where I'm at now in Jefferson.
Those are the women that raised me. My mom, my grandmother, my Aunt Wendy. Me and my Aunt Wendy have a mother-son type bond. It's a lot of things. They are different. Like my mom is more spiritually, in the church, and she's stern with that. She's steadfast with the church. So growing up, I couldn't really come to her for most, I would say, normal conversation, if I'm having girl trouble or, things that's going on. It could be anything outside of the home. But I felt more comfortable going to my Aunt Wendy. We'll have conversation about that, whether it's girl trouble, financial stuff, or anything like that. Like, she always listened in that regard. My mom, every time, and it's not a knock against her, it was just more, she was just more, everything was referred back to church and, give it to God, which is right. But, sometimes as a kid, as a teen, young adolescent growing up, you don't really want to hear that, because you're just like, okay, I get it, I know, but I just need you to just hear me and respond, on your earthly body. You're here, you've been there, you've been around the block, twice on Sunday, so the trials and tribulations and things that people go through outside of the spiritual realm. So me and my Aunt Wendy, we had that type of connection, and it's still like that to this day. Still like that to this day.
He had to stay in the hospital might have been a month more, and bringing him home, he had to be on a monitor was rough for me, but he survived it. just watching him grow up as a boy. He was the cutest little baby with gray eyes. And just watching him grow up, he went to daycare center. He did go to school, elementary school, and graduated from there. And seen him go to junior high school. And only thing I regret not going to his, he loved basketball, not going to his basketball game.
Now, growing up, basketball was all sports, but mostly basketball. That was the linchpin. That's what saved me. That's what kept me out of trouble. I wanted to be an NBA player. I wanted to be Eddie Jones, Glenn Rice, Del Curry. More importantly, anyone who knows me, Kobe Bryant. And basketball was my life growing up. I want to say about started around 8, 10, 12 years old. You couldn't keep me away from the basketball courts. In the backyard, I had the little Donny Park basketballs that they used to give away when you used to play little games. We had a crate in the backyard and just being out there just for hours all day. Then graduating to the portable court on Ludlow Street, watching my big cousins and them play against other kids and jinx and blocks and things like that. That was just it. But one gripe I had against my mom was that I just felt like she prioritized everything else. Maybe that's just selfish of me because when it came to, things of the church or mainly that, it was just like, okay, she found a way, made a way. But when it came down to me playing basketball, like, I was like, damn, it didn't seem like it was important to her. But she just said that was one of her regrets that she has, and that was just one of my probably the only thing that I resented for her was just not having that support because I was really good. I wasn't a bum or anything like that, but it's just it's nothing like having your mother there cheering you on and watching you. You know what I mean? I'm your baby. So I kind of missed that. She missed it too, but it's okay. I mean, no love lost or anything like that. I'm still her baby boy, and we don't hate each other. I don't hate her or anything. It was just I did growing up that bothered me. It bothered me, and it caused me to be distant. More to myself. Not just I didn't really care to talk too much or anything like that. Just be in my own little bubble. And that was a result of that. Like that was a result of that. Her not having that support, not being there. So, parents just listen to your kids, watch your children. If you got small kids, support them. Pay attention to them. Even if you're tired, regardless of anything, just pay attention and keep a watchful eye over them and just be a part of their walk because not everybody, have their mommy and daddy. There's a lot of single parents out there, a lot of women raising the children on their own and things like that. So, yeah, this can be a perfect example of just having that a presence, your bodily presence is it's a big deal to us being children, so something.
I had to work, and I was the only one paying the bills. But he was a pleasant child, very quiet, very respectful, and just watching him grow up to be a young man was amazing. But basketball was his thing. He loved playing that ball. Very respectful to adults. Raised both my boys up in the church. And in school, he did very well in school. And he did go to college. I guess, college wasn't really for him. But he did try it. And
All right, about that. Now, I wanted more than anything to get to college, to play ball, the whole shebang. I went to Penn State Berks, right? So I'm up there. I think I started like 2 weeks late because we was grounded. I had a partial scholarship, and it just cost money. We didn't have any money. My mom and dad kind of was going back and forth because he wasn't trying to put up no money. Well, the kid's grandfather and my mom was going back and forth because he didn't want to put up no money to help towards the cause or whatever. So my aunt Wendy, she put up some money. She wrote a check for me to get up there, and I got up there. Um, it was a brief experience. I enjoyed it, but I was broke. Um, I had, some lady friends that brought me food at night, to make sure I ate, stuff like that. Yeah, I was a struggling college student. That was just what it was. And shout out to my first love. She held me down. Got reached out to my cousin and his wife at the time, and got them to pick her up, take her shopping, to bring a slew of groceries up to me so I can have, for and I think that lasted like maybe a couple months while I was up there. So shout out to you, you special. But yeah, that was what it was. But I just didn't want to be there anymore. When I just wanted to get away. I didn't want to be there anymore. And I just left, came back home, and I needed money. I just wanted to get this money, man. So probably wasn't the best idea to do. Thinking back on it now, but we here now. So you live and you learn, and life is about choices and consequences. So that was a decision that I made. Ended up having student loan debt and all types of other stuff that I had to pay and still pay and all that. So it's just like that I didn't pay, being irresponsible. So it's just all a part of the growing pain. All of it. It's just all a part of the process. So.
For him just, being with me and watching him grow up to be, grow into a young man was very, very amazing. And as he got older, of course he wanted to venture on his own, and which he did.
He was always an avid basketball player. Shame he ain't make it to that NBA to get us all out the hood, but that's another story. But nevertheless, he's come a long way from being born prematurely, just like my two children were. And to see what he is today, a great father, hard worker, and as I stated, I love him like a son, and I just wish him nothing but the best.
Now, my aunt Wendy is the pillar of the family. My grandmother, she has a way with words in her own right, but um, you know, my aunt, she definitely, you talk about ride or die. She is the epitome of just that. She holds, she goes hard, and she could be on her on one leg, just recovering from a stroke, and she's still helping and still, willing. If she's able to do, she will do for her family, especially her children. And she did that for me, writing a check for me to go to college. So, she's just a strong-willed, nervous, worrywart. But she means well. She has a beautiful heart, a heart of gold, and I for one would love to bless her, because she deserves all of the flowers, all of the roses. She is just amazing, and I pray that God keeps her for 200 more years, because you know people like her is a rarity. And Aunt Wendy, I love you. I thank you for everything that you've done for me. I thank you for taking me in, into your home, and us, being connected since I was yay high. So I love you to death, man. There's nothing I wouldn't do for you. There's nothing I wouldn't do for any of my family. But we have a special bond, and we tight like that. So salute.
I never had no problem with him raising him up as a child. I never ran into any problems where he got in trouble, and none of that. And I thank God for that. So just to see him, want to pursue a career, it's just amazing. Or whatever he want to, be in his life, no matter what age you become, you can do it. And to see him want to do that, it's just a big blessing. So I'm just proud to have a son that he was, and just proud to be his mother. And like I said, when he was just watching him in the incubator when he was little, not knowing if he was going to pull through, but he did. To be that strong, to pull through as a preemie, and to grow up to be the young man that he is. very, very amazing. And I just, reach out to all the mothers, to continue to believe in your child and whatever they pursue in this life, wherever they want to be, just be positive for them that they can be whatever they try to pursue and whatever they want to be in life. So I'm just thankful for being his mother. I'm thankful for having a son, the son that he is. And I pray that he continue to soar high with the dream, because dreams do come true. And I always tell him keep God first in his life. Can't make it in this world without God. And I just thank God for him, watching see him grow up to be the young man that he is. And then to have a son of his own is truly, truly a blessing.
I just want to say thank you. Thank you for just your love, your prayer. You've saved my life. I know me and Terrell is so different in a lot of ways, and I'm out there doing whatever it is that I do. But you always you pray for a hedge of protection over my life, and you keep the words of encouragement when I'm feeling blue, and I don't always express it to you, but you just know. That's really dope. I thank you for dragging me every Sunday and Wednesday. I hated it then, growing up, to prayer service and Wednesday night. Then we went to deliverance, and we going to the midday service. Then taking the L and the sub, and then the bus or the walk from 21st and from Broad and Lehigh to 21st Street to go to the night service, and then gotta wait for the trolley, the subway and the trolley to get back, the 13 trolley at 10 o'clock at night, and I gotta be to school first thing Monday morning. Oh, I hated it. I hated you for that. I did. I hated it so much, but you know what? It taught me a lot, and you instilled the faith in me, and that is the greatest gift anyone can receive. And I owe it all to you for instilling in me, the word of God, the will of the man, and having that sense of conviction in my spirit, in my spiritual realm, because I know right from wrong, and I owe it all to you. You kept us all. You're the prayer warrior. You're the queen of the family when it comes to just instilling the word and holding us accountable for keeping God first. Even down to my son, little Twizzy, having him in church and stuff like that. So, Mom, I just want to say that I love you. I just thank you for just being who you are. Stand-up soldier for God, and just being an amazing vessel. And for that, I just thank you so much. Thank you, Grandma. I love you. Thank you, Aunt Wendy. I love you. And I just want to make y'all proud. That's it. Just make you proud. Love.